Good morning, friends. Let's see if we are live yet. No, it's going up to space. We'll hit refresh. I got some crazy hair happening today. Oh well, it's getting just long enough to want to be wavy, but it's not wavy, so. Oh well, such is life. Basically, a haircut. I should put that on my list of things to do. So, really, what is it doing here? Anyways, I got the crazy hair. We are going to create with country flowers this week. I have like a whole little pile of stuff here to show you. So many things to show you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Last week we did its companions at Country Birdhouse, and they're part of a mega suite called Country Woods. And yeah, I decided like there's two sets of DSP, there's 2 stamps and die sets, so I thought do 1 week for each one. We're going to be doing Country Birdhouse for Super Stamp Monthly coming up. And yeah, I'm very excited. I still need to make my card, but I know what I'm doing. I just have to actually make the card. That's what happens. That's what happens with me. It's like, oh, I have this idea. Oh, but I need to do this, and this first. So, okay, let's turn the camera. I have so many things to show you. Oh, oh, come on. Okay, there we go. I got a big mess happening already. I came in, I was cleaning yesterday. I didn't tidy up where I was done. So it was just a disaster coming in. You all know I'm a messy crafter. Okay, let's look at our catalog. And let's find it. You know what? I don't have to look all over. I put the page number on the back of my stamp sets. So it's 51. Look at this, is that cute? I write all over my catalogs. It just helps me keep track. So, wait, you guys stuff move over. So we have the Country Woods Suite Collection. You can use that number to order all of this. And then, so last week we did Country Birdhouse with this cute little bird. Let's look and see what we did last week. Oh, we did Country Birdhouse in colors. And we did this. We did that one. This one was part of, oh, and this, so this one was a swap hop, and it's the same layout as this one. This one, and the whitewashing, we're going to use our water painters again, and our one in Pool Party. So fabulous. Those were our cards last week. And then we did the designer series paper samplers. Look, we made the Country Lace one last week. I did a video on Friday about that one. Then I finished off Country Woods because I had started it. So look at all the colors. You can see where they both have basic beige. They both have Misty Moonlight and Petal Pink and Smoky Slate. So those are our designer series papers. We worked a lot last week with this. We're going to work with this one. And then we have the embossing folder part of it right up here. The Eyelet 3D. And I'm almost on a ribbon and it's on back order. But I do have the bling. I have the bling and the colors. So we might use some of that. So, okay, let's close this. And that was our Country Birdhouse. We're going to put this to the side because we're not using that today. And Country Flowers. So, on stage, we had the opportunity to pre-purchase a suite to go with our, what was it called? Oh, I have it right here. It's called After Hours. Is that cute? So I did not buy this. I did not buy this one for that. I bought Notes of Nature. But this is great, because look at this. It has, yeah, After Hours. So then they had 3 sketches, and then the same, they're similar to ones, I think they're repeats of what's on page 22. You all know my favorite page. Page 22, they took this one, and is that one in here? What they called it sketch 2 and sketch 3. Maybe they're different. Oh, maybe they're different than the ones. Anyways, because I don't see them. I thought they were just repeats of what's in here. But it's not. Just that one. I think. Okay, so. Yes, because these are sideways. And they don't have those sideways ones. Oh. Poof, poof, poof. Okay. So then, I had Notes of Nature. And my friend beside me had, Liz, she had the citrus blooms, and so I was able to just stamp and make these ones as well. And then these are the ones, they're the same sketches, right? Sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3, and I decided to use this for our class to go this week, and I have all the cards to show you. Look, sketch 3, sketch 1. So let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out and not be too crazy. But let's be honest, I'm always crazy. So let's do, so citrus blooms right here. That's citrus blooms. It's number 1. All right, and then that one we're going to come back to. We're going to make one similar to this. And then and then this, like, look at that, they're the same. This is Notes of Nature, this is Orange Blooms, and then this is the one we're making today. That's going to be the first card we make today. And then, let's look, let's flip this over. So this is sketch 2, sketch 2, this is sketch 2. This is sketch 2, right? All is similar. And then this one we're going to do for sketch 2. Isn't that cute? Yeah. And then sketch 3. Sketch 3. Look at that. We just made it little. Sketch 3 with Notes of Nature. And then this is the sketch 3 I cased, and I changed out the colors. I did similar, but I changed out the colors because I'm not using that color palette. I'm using the one that goes with. So I want to just put, okay, I want to figure out my stamping here. And I want to, so we have this. Oh, you know what I need to do while I think about it? I want to grab my camera. There might be things I want to save from this. So there's that one. And then this one. This is what makes me happy. Okay. So we're using the same colors, but this one is on watercolor paper, and this one is on basic weight. So, but they're the same. So we're going to do this all together. Why are we doing this? Listen. Okay. We have two types of ink, right? So we have our Memento, right? It's water-based. So we can just clean it with water. This is StazOn. It is an alcohol-based thing, and we use it with water-based ink. So we're going to use Aqua Painter and Classic Inks on this. Okay, so depending on what you're doing, makes it, you decide what ink you want to use. So I'm going to bring in my stamps here. We're going to do some thinking and pondering. Now listen, this we can clean with water. This, I have the Stays On cleaner. And then look how old this is. This is like a forever old Stampin' Miss bottle, because I like to use that. And then we will bring in our chamois and our Stampin' Scrub. So before we had chamois, we had Stampin' Scrub all the time. Okay. So if you look, you'll see, listen, the Stays On ink is going to stain your stuff. It's just the way it is. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put that there. I don't need this right now. This can come off to the side. But this one I want. And then, okay, just kidding. We're going to put those together, these together. Let's do this one first. Bring in my Stays On. Now, Stays On has a little bit of a funky smell. It just does. And it's sticky. You can hear it sticky, sticky. Whew. I'll put this up right here. And then we're going to do this one as well. So we're going to do all our stamping first. Now, what I like to do is, first of all, this ink has a little extra lid to keep it from drying out. I always cover it. And then, first thing I do is I take the Stays On cleaner and I rub it just on the stamp. And then you can stamp and mist right on here. Let's, you know what, I'm going to use this to cover that. And look, I got it on me. Let's just wipe that off. It's basically, we're scrubbing this. Right, so we're going to scrub it. So you always had a wet side and a dry side, and then we dry it off. Okay, and that one's done. We can put that away. Some people use the Stampin' Scrub for everything. I do not. I don't particularly like the smell of it. Some people love the smell of it. I do not. So now, this is basic weight. This is watercolor paper. We're going to bring in our Stays On. And we're also going to do this one. And here. Okay. Oh, that was not very good ink, but that's okay. I'm not going to go back and redo it. Because, well, I just don't want to cover that. And likelihood of me messing up is really high. I have to find my refill for this. It's running out. So you can buy the small one to you start out with, right? And then you can buy a refill and just keep refilling it. I used to go through this a lot before the chamois. Now we're going to do the leaf. And it's the same leaf right here. My elbow, that was my shoulder just cracking. Crack, crack. Okay. I like this plant and these pots because they seem to have decided to leave just the right amount of opening at the top of the containers to put the plant. And then there is a really thin little line stamp, and I think it's for if you don't want to have something pop out, if you want to have a lid on this. Okay. We can put our stays on the side. We're going to clean this last stamp. Yeah, I never did like the smell of this. Some people really don't mind the smell and even like the smell. I do not. Okay. We're going to put this. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to put that on. And we're just going to put that over to the side. So it's out of our way. Let's put our stamps away. Like good little crafters. Look at blueberries all over that. So, okay, put those to the side. Now, we are going to do a couple. You know what? I'm just going to do it right on here too. So for this one, for card number 1, we're just going to take lemon lime twist and pale pink. Now, in the example, they used pretty and pink. And this one, I'm just using. So because I'm using water-based ink here, I'm just going to come in. If I did this with the Mento has potential to run. So this is quick, easy. This is my style of coloring. Look at that. Let's just brush that off a bit. So pale pink because that's the color that we're using. Then we're going to use lemon lime twist. And these are the mini brushes because they're just a bit smaller. It's good for small spaces. There we go. So that's one way to color them. Okay. If I was using all alcohol markers, I would not use Memento ink, right? Because Memento and alcohol react. So for the next 2 cards, we're going to do Misty Moonlight because it's one of our coordinating colors, and Shy Shamrock. And I brought Shy Shamrock in because I think they go nicely together. And it was suggested in the template in that little booklet. I just changed the second color to Misty Moonlight because that's what's in our paper. Now last week we used our aqua painter to do whitewashing. Right, so we have a wide base, and we have like a regular one, and we have a skinny one, and now we're going to do 2. This is basic white, and this is fluid 100 paper, watercolor paper. So this is what it came like the last time I ordered it. Listen. When I first started crafting, I thought, this is too expensive for this little bit of big paper. When I could go to like the other store and get it a lot. You know what? I don't use this a lot. I just don't. So if you are only going to use it a little bit, this is plenty big. There are 10 sheets in here, and they're 5x7. So, okay, we're going to do our 2 things in Misty Moonlight now. here you can see I kind of put water, so I'm just going to squish this. Lots of squishing. I left it because I knew I was going to use this today. So, now, watercolor paper is a bit easier to use because it's meant to just kind of stay wet a bit longer. I'm just picking up a bunch of color and I'm just spreading it around, right? Whereas the basic white, you need more, it doesn't like the water as much, right? So now we're just going to do a little bit on each one. If we want to make it darker, we can. So there's that one. Now let's do this one. This one I actually had to put a fair bit of water on it when I was seeing, like it's not as easy to blend. So I just had to put a lot more water on when I was doing this. So if I were to do a lot of these, really, I would just want to do with watercolor. But watercolor didn't look as nice on this card. So, okay. You can almost see this one, you can see the brush strokes on. I'm going to bring in a white. This doesn't look pretty to me, so I need to fix it. So I'm just going to run this a bit on there. And I'm just going to take it and pick this up. It's not going to hurt the ink pad. Knowing me, I'm going to make my mess out of it. Okay, let's do the same. I'm just going to use the same brush. I cleaned it off. Yeah, there's not very much, but it's good to go. And we're going to do Shy Shamrock. And again, I'm just going to squish on there a little bit. Get some ink. If you don't want to, if you find it hard to squish your thing, then you could, what's the order watch? You could just drop some ink refill in there, trying to make sure I don't go too much and let my brush get wet on the basic white. So, while I finish this, I'm going to remind you how the Plastico works. So with a $50 retail order this week in on the host code, you're going to receive the supplies to make these, to each of these 3 cards. So that one we're going to set aside to dry. Let's pick up some, let's put some water here. Ooh, that's really liquidy now. Oh well. And then if your order is $75 or more, I'm going to send you some free bling. And yeah, this is so much nicer to paint on this watercolor. Like, look how far I was able to go without having to re-ink, just because it holds the water a bit longer, right? Now, in order to make the cards exactly like mine, you are going to need the country flowers bundle. You're going to need some sort of aqua painter, water painter, and you will need StaysOn. If you don't have StaysOn and the water painters, then you can just use Memento and then color your images in with alcohol markers, right? So there we go. Let's put that aside. Woo! Let those dry. This one. Okay, let's make some cards. The first card up is this one, and it's quite simple to make. Let's grab our So I switched out. I think it was the one that they showed you in the book was pretty in pink. I want to do this one. So these are just stuck down flat. And we have one. I'm just going to lightly just press. It's not stuck down yet. This one. So I'm just going to estimate it. Yeah, that looks good. And then I love the sentiment that we can see through. And I'm just going to grab our memento. Do I need this one again? No. There are 3 sentiments in here. I decided to use 2 this week. I'm going to bring in one from... Oh, I might use the other one. It might fit. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just finish one card at a time, Bonnie. Just one card at a time. We're going to trim ends because that just looks a little neater. And then we need a bow. So at this is an old case. At the after hours, we received a pack of the Baker's Twice Essentials, and inside of it's 5 rolls. And there's vanilla, white, crumb cake, black, and gray. And I decided to use this one. We're going to do black. And I'm going to bring in my bow builder because it's a pain. I don't want, you know what, I'm going to make it a bit, I think I did a, I don't know what I did there, but I'm going to make a bit bigger bow. It feels like it's twisted, like it. Let's just, you know what, let's just run it through my fingers to make sure all those twists are up, because it's been on that spool for quite a while, I can imagine. And then we'll cut this off there. Oops, almost stabbed myself. Let's put away the black. And we're just going to stick this on there with our glue dots. Yes, here's our glue dots. And we'll just pick up this one. Nope. Let's try again. There we go. And then we're going to use some dimensionals on this. There we go, and let's just trim this off a little bit. It's a little wonky noodles. Oh, that was not good cut, but fix it. There we go. So with your $50 retail order on my online store with that host code, you're going to receive enough to make 2 of these cards. And you know what? If it's $75 or more, I'm going to send you some bling. Hopefully it will be this bling, as long as it's in stock. So, let's do just the, I don't have to, I'm just going to put 3 big ones on here. There we go. And that's sending love. Card number 2. It's this one. This is a neat one. So the sketch shows it all straight, but you'll have to put it together straight. It could be crooked. And this is where. So this is basic beige. I love basic beige. So I decided to bring in the country lace paper in the basic beige patterns. And wild wheat. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. I'm sure I have my card right. Just willy-nilly. I have a little spine reed that's flipped over to that one, so this guy's going to go on here with, yes, dimensionals. When you get to here, don't forget to save your little bits so you can use them. You can use those bones up. Put that guy here. Then, for this one, I used a sentiment from the country birdhouse because you can mix and match. They're the same, but swear what, you know, they go together. They have similar feels. Will this fit here? No, heartfelt sympathy won't fit there. So I'm just going to do, do I want to do sending love? No. I want to do another birthday card. Now, the thing is, I cut this down afterwards. So let's see how it turns out. Let's bring in, because you can. Just because I say this is the stamp that I use, doesn't mean it has to be the stamp that you use. You can use whatever stamp you want. That's one of the nice things about coming to Super Stamp Monthly, is that you can switch out your sentiments. And I'm going to do happy birthday. I put a bit, I'm going to go right here. That one is clean with water. And then, I know I snipped it. Same snipping direction. And then we had some, what's this called? Shy Shamrock. And we had some Misty Moonlight. So I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle here for this one. Come on. Sticking to my finger. I'm just going to rub that adhesive off. Oh, look, I made it crooked. Let's just kind of hold it for a second. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom here. And we're going to just kind of tuck that on here. Like that. Just stay there for a second. I'm just going to hold it. And then we'll bring in our paper snips. And I'm just waiting it. I probably should bring in my paper trimmer, but oh, that's pretty good for me. Scissors. Look for the glue. And then I want to put a bow here. This one I did white. So I think should I do, oh, I have a lot of very vanilla. No, I don't think that looks good. Like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see. Why not? I think we need about the same bow length. Okay. Cut this off. Put that over there. Just stick it on here with a blue dot. And then for this guy, I want him to be across here. So it needs to be flatly stuck to this one, but this side needs a dimensional. So let's give it a dimensional. And then we'll put some tall here. Right about there. Let's just hold it for a minute. I think they both look neat. I think the only change that I consider would be to make the white the same as watercolor paper, to be the same color. And then we have some bling. Here's my bling. And let's use the dark again. Just like that. Okay, so that's card number 2. One more card. My voice feels like it's going. Allergies are getting to me. Here's our last card. This one's lovely to me too. Okay, so we have our piece there. Let's burnish this. And of course, I need to do something misty moonlightish, so put some love on our card. Put it on an angle. Let's take this one with our stamp and seal. It gets more or less straight. Then we need our sentiment, which is so lucky to have you. I already did the banner. And then, okay, for this one, where's that? This will be good. I did across the top and across the bottom. And then look, this one got really curly Q. I don't know what I was doing, but I just wanted to. So we're going to use the gray again. We're going to make a really big one. And I'm going to make sure I just run my hand down it to make sure it's not going to be all loop-de-loo. Okay. Hey, don't be loop-de-looing there. There we go. And we'll put this Now I have to do some thinking. I want it to go like that. So we're going to take our glue dot. Yep, like that. You know what? I want it to then let's pull that off. Stick this up here. Put our strings out. Give them a trim. That's our third card, and of course you're gonna put in your order for $75 because you want this bling. And I'm gonna use the light. So that was basic gray. This is smoky slate. So I'm gonna put one here. Just like that. Done with our crazy gray, basic gray. There we go. Oh, I had a piece of white laying there. Okay, that's okay. We will play it with white. So let's take a final look. We have a happy birthday and sending love. Wonderful cards. Wonderful, wonderful cards. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Oh, have you come back towards me. Awkward transition time. Come on. Come on, little machine. Work there. Oh, shoot. There. Oh my goodness. Who's running this? Who's driving this bus today, people? Thank you for joining me. I have my favorite Imagosaurus. Yeah. It's sunny out now. That is nice. Okay, now I'm going to take, first I'm going to take a picture of my crafter math because you know me. I'm a very messy crafter. And then I'm going to do a bunch of blog posts. Yeah. I will see you later. Friday, I have an idea. I saw somebody who made a gift box. So I think I'm going to watch that and see if I can do that too. Yeah. Okay. Have a great day. Have a lovely Tuesday. I hope you get time to do some crafting. And I will see you all here on Friday. Go do something creative. Bye.